Welcome to the channel, my name's James, and today we're going to be making a beat from a couple of samples that I've grabbed from this record here, Hands of Time. Specifically, the last track on side 2, Ebb Tide by Earl Grant. Let's go. I've already gone ahead and grabbed the sample that we're going to use today. I've recorded that into Reaper, rendered it out, and then airdropped it to my iPad, because for today we're going to be using Beatmaker 3 on the iPad as a performance instrument to manipulate and perform the sample. So as you can hear, the sample has this really nice Hammond organ sound. There's also a little bit of what I assume is some upright bass and some guitar in there as well. That whole passage goes for quite a while. So we're going to load the sample onto a pad. We're then going to jump to this edit page. Before we go into the edit mode, we're going to get BPM and we're going to go auto detect. It's going to analyze, and it's telling us that it is 117.45 BPM. I'm going to set our global tempo to the same thing. I want to check to see if I want to tune this sample, so just going to get it going and then mess around with the tuning. -3 steps is pretty nice. Come into the edit mode now. Slice mode. This first slice is going to be as is. And then we've got the chord change and the bass note coming in at the same time there. Got our slices. We're saving to pads. Starting at pad 1, choke group 1, and hitting apply. Okay, so now that I've got all that done, what I want to figure out now is how I want to play this as an instrument. So it's kind of just a process of figuring out, an interesting pattern. I think there is the potential for at least 2 different, maybe even 3 different sections here, because we've got the sort of tonal shift that happens. So I definitely think we're going to start off with this flare. So I want to record that in first, and then I can sort of place that where I want to at any point. So that's going to be our very small little sort of intro-y kind of section. After that, and now we need to figure out how the next section goes. You know what? Before I even do that, I want to put a beat in. Create a new bank. We're going to go browse samples. We're going to go to the vinyl drum vault. For today, let's go Classic Breaks Volume 1. That could work. Let's go with that. So I've got the tempo in Reaper set to 91. I'm going to set the global tempo here also to 91. I might pitch -3 sounds pretty good there. All right, into slice mode, into the edit mode. Probably just go auto slice, detect. Few of these might want to just touch up. Like we can see this one coming in a little bit early. This one's definitely a lot early. Alright, so I've got my drums in here now for this, what I'm going to call the A section. But unfortunately, I have to put a pause on it for now because I got to go pick my kids up from school. So through the magic of editing, and I don't know if it's going to be later today or in a few days' time, but we're going to pick up where we left off. So, alright, so it's a week later, exactly a week later, and I'm back to the beat. I haven't done any work on the beat since. Now I know going back to the samples that there are the second lot of samples that are a bit more mid-range focused, and now just play around with the other group of samples that I've got here and see what sticks. So I think I've got a bit of a pattern going. Let's try and record it in. Pretty happy with that. There is sort of like the end of this sample here. Kind of like naturally ramps up. I might just see if I can use that as a little bridging moment. That works. Not perfectly, but it does the job, so that it's just not like such a hard cut. From there, I'm considering then bringing our A section back in here. Maybe, does it go this little build up first? That could work. So I'm gonna grab that little sort of like flare that opens up the song, and I'm gonna go reverse item as new take. Just gonna use this half of it. That's cool. And then do I want to keep that beat through? You know what? I might keep it through the first pre-chorus and chorus, like what we've got here, but might change it up for the second repeat. Now, as for the new beat, what do I want to do? Definitely next thing to add is going to be some sort of bass instrument. So I'm thinking probably something that's more synth-like. You know, the Analog Lab 5's pretty good. It's got a lot of stuff in there. Even though it's MIDI, I'm gonna record it in as an audio file. I think that's kind of just more interesting, cooler. It also gives me the option, if I really wanted to, I could record this in as audio, export it out, send it to my iPad to Beatmaker and play it in that way as well. That's a bit more steps than I really want to do, but it gives me the option to. So now I need something for the B section as well. Hell yeah, that felt good. I just need to figure out something for this outro. Honestly, I don't know if I want to do anything more. I don't have any other samples from the same song to try out. Obviously, you know, some vocals over this track would be amazing, but I'm no lyricist or MC, so that's probably not going to happen today. But yeah, something else just to be a bit more melodic, a bit more of a voice for the track. I'm going to go Analog Lab again. I'm thinking pad. That's kind of cool. That's it. Hell yeah. There was definitely some hot trash in there, but I think there was some fire in there as well. Yeah, there's definitely some trash in there, particularly I think throughout like the second A section. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that. So I've also just gone ahead and sent that melodic synth to some extra modulation using the phase mistress. And then also, this is all in parallel, so it's going to be very, very subtle, but also to this filter step sequencer filter modulation. I think I might go ahead and do a little bit of the organ as well. Send the drums to some reverb. The really short reverb just to get a little bit of character. Yeah, send the organ to some reverb as well, but do a long. I think the track is pretty much done. There's a few little bits and pieces in that lead synthesizer line that I'm probably gonna cut out, but the majority of it I'm really enjoying. And then just like some real simple mixing and a quick master. I'm actually really liking this one. This was a weird one to put together. As I said, I think this one would absolutely come to life with a vocalist on it. Someone that could really run with it and do something interesting with it. Whether it's a rap vocal or a sung vocal, I don't know. But yeah, it has potential. So I guess, yeah, let me know what you guys think of the beat, and you'll catch me in the next one.